Hello, America. Blaze Skyblaster here, and as of today, I'm going to start doing Crossing Worlds audio commentaries by yours truly. So, obviously, we are starting off with the pilot. Also, that disclaimer reading, I think I might need to update that because it says my age on there, and that's no longer accurate. So Crossing Worlds, I've been the basic idea of Crossing Worlds. I I was messing around with character AI one day because my brother wrote me into it, and I started making fictional characters like Felix, just being the sweet shape shifting person who just prefers to have a cat form. Oh, and wait, hold on one second. I just gotta say, now the theme song is no longer false advertising, or the intro is no longer false advertising, because now, as of the fourth episode coming out, now they finally are actually characters. I also feel like I kind of overrated the show because, as my brother has put it makes it seem like it's going to be very action packed, but action only starts to kick in within the third and fourth episode. Also, you can't read it, but the mom's T-shirt in the background says, "I'm a mother-in-law." So, anyways, as I was saying, I was messing around with character AI, and I had, Felix and, stuff like Telepathic Kyle, or, his name was Telepathic Kyle. Energy X was, always, a name that came to me, more as for a specific character, like a supervillain, but not for, an act, not for, a industry. So, anyways, in character AI, I used to mess around with my personal OC. I would roleplay as my own OC as Jake, this kid who's very kind of emotionally broken because of certain things that I cannot say without spoiling. And Jake had these powerful abilities, but can sometimes lose control of them. And this is he's just very broken and refuses to trust anybody. But bottom line, that's kind of what gave me the idea of Felix, Jake, Kyle, Maya, etc. And I just turned it into an animation concept. Lo and behold. Also, later in this episode, you can notice that Felix's voice changed. That's because originally, the AI voice I used for Felix was Ace Bunny from this Looney Tunes spinoff that was called Danger Tunes or something like that. And his voice, if you notice, can be very broken to the point where it's I had to read over it so you can understand it. And that's when subtitles really come in handy. So then I later changed it to Mel Blanc. And then in the newest episode, I think I changed it again because it sounded a little staticky. Also in the bakery, in the background, you can see Ren and Stimpy. And later you can see another Nickelodeon cameo. I did these specifically because at the time I was watching Villainous. It's this Cartoon Network show, and they had a lot of cameos from other Cartoon Network work at the time. And while I was making this episode, I was also watching Ren and Stimpy and Cat Dog and whatever. And I kind of like just add those two as like a little cameo. And I no, don't worry, I'm not going to do that anymore because I think that's a little borderline copywriting. Also in the background, on like the newspaper clipping behind the like menu and that, you can see a newspaper that says Girl returns from Pirate Land, a reference to Candle Cove. And you can see some interesting items in the background, like the dark magic toast. Jig in the background real quick. And he somehow stole croissant within like 2 seconds. So, originally this show was going to be a bit more like a core time show where it's like 2 11-minute shorts put together to make, like 20 minutes. That idea was scrapped, but, originally, like, the pilot end song was going to be like referring to like the beach episode later and etc. Jake just suddenly grew eyebrows. Cat dog. For that little cloud scrolling, I just green screened like an anime background and just like sped it up. Jake suddenly's head just grew bigger. Also, with that shirt that Jake wears, for like lore purposes, I think like in my head, like it was kind of like, because you can see it being put on him in the flashback, like one of the flashing images. I forgot that I gave the father no hands and the mom bloated as fuck. It was kind of like, since Jake's been like around a long time, I kind of like made it where it's like he stayed at the Cyclops world the longest, because you can also see them in the second episode, just a little bit altered. I made it where it's like that shirt was kind of like an honorary thing that they gave him, like, because like with his powers and that, he was seen as like either like a prophet or like a sorcerer or like some ancient being to be worshipped and respected, and they gave it to him as like an honor. Also, you can notice that like Felix's eyes and ears look a little different. I sometimes, still to this day, like have a tendency to get the wrong color palette. This is because I use FlipaClip, and they have this option where you can like save a specific color, and I try using that so it's less of a hassle. But sometimes if I'm like just like stressed or like kind of like burnt out, I'll just look for the colors on my own, and it also doesn't help that sometimes for no reason I just realize that while they're in a city, it just suddenly turns into a forest for no reason. Anyways, so I'll just look for the color on my own, and that backfires miserably, as seen there. And the same thing goes for, like, the backgrounds. Like, Felix's bedroom, you'll see in a little bit, kind of alters, and then from now on, the bedroom is, like, yellow. I'm also trying to do the same, like, of improving the living room, or, like, main area of Felix's house. Another thing I gotta mention is that, the Jake's official age is kind of inconsistent, because it says, like, with the contract that Baker guy is going to give Felix, it says if the prosecutor's 15 or under, the Guardian has to work. But in the third episode, Jake was confirmed to be 18. I changed his age to 18 because, let's just say there's going to be a future shipping, and, the person he's being shipped with is, like, in their 20s, and, like, I didn't think about it first because I was more focused on trying to write them as, like, a good, good, chemistry. But then one of my friends, Sophia, who helped me with the second and third episode, noted, yo, dude, if you want these two to be shipped, you got to change Jake's age because, you said, like, don't you lay a finger on that child, and they're going to date in the future. Yeah, I'm not even going to hide it. Felix and Jake are gay. Like, you can see, like, subtle signs with, like, Jake blushing and that. But anyways, like, so, in the future, they are supposed to be shipped, but I realized I need to make Jake at least dateable without it looking creepy, so I need to make him, like, 18 or, like, at least an adult. So it can work. I know it's still fairly young, but it's like, I need to do something. Like, he's still naive since, you know, he's been wandering universes for all time and eternity. But, no, he's officially 18. But that wraps up this audio track commentary. If you like what you saw, leave a like and subscribe, and go watch Crossing Worlds. Bye-bye, and subscribe.